Why did Malthael betray the angels in the story of Diablo 3? According to the lore, he was an angel that took on the personification of the character Lord Death. He then became a deity, the god of wisdom. Malthael took part in the Great Conflict, which was a war between angels and demons for control of the World Stone, which was originally called the Eye of Anu. It was discovered by Malthael in Pandemonium, and over time he grew a deep affinity towards the stone. What made this object so important was the immense power it held. Whichever side had control of it would be able to create life and worlds that would reflect their nature. The World Stone was used to create the Soul Stones, the Fragment of Destiny, and possibly the Blood Shards. There were some angels and demons that did not want to take part in the war. They had plans to create a world where both sides could live in peace. This mission was led by the angel Inarius and the demoness Lilith. Then a mortal realm was created. It was called Sanctuary. This led to the forces of heaven and hell becoming aware of the World Stone missing, but they did not know who was in control of it. Then Inarius would shape Mount Arreat as a protective shell around the World Stone, and from there the rest of the world would be formed. The World Stone was also known to alter the abilities of certain individuals like angels, demons, and the Nephilim. They were the offspring of both angels and demons. When the Nephilim named Odyssean came into contact with the World Stone, he changed its resonance and could not undo the changes. His ancient power started to return at a faster rate, and during a battle against Inarius, Odyssean won the battle but lost his life at the same time. This led to the Angiras Council and Mephisto, the Lord of Hatred, forming an agreement that Sanctuary was allowed to exist, but only if humanity was brought back to the beginning. In doing so, the Nephilim would become weaker with each descendant. When this meeting took place, Malthael was unable to cast a vote in the process. During a battle against Diablo, he fought alongside the other angels. He used his powers to contain the demon. Their plans were to capture Diablo and bring him back to be imprisoned, but instead, because of Imperius, Diablo was killed. Malthael remained quiet the entire time. Later on, a scholar known as Deckard Cain had prophesied some events unfolding into the future. His transcript mentions this, "And at the end of days, wisdom shall be lost, as justice falls upon the world of men. Valor shall turn to wrath, and all hope will be swallowed by despair. Death at last shall spread its wings over all, as fate lies shattered forever." These events happened during the story of Diablo 3. The Angel of Justice, known as Tyrael, would go on to destroy the World Stone with the sword Eldraine. This is when Malthael would break away from the Angiras Council and disappear to haunt the halls of Pandemonium. He searched for the mysteries of life and death, but in doing so, humanity had obscured wisdom from his vision, and he's driven into madness. And during his absence, it was Tyrael who would later take up the role of becoming the Angel of Wisdom. Malthael would then learn about the wizard known as Zoltun Kulle, who had embraced the powers of evil. Zoltun Kulle had created the Black Soul Stone that could consume the souls of angels and demons. This is when Malthael learned how powerful a man could be. He even compared it to the power the Nephilim used to defeat the prime evil, something he could not do himself. Seeing humanity rise to such high levels of power, he saw them as an abomination. He sought to eradicate humankind because some beings could choose the path of evil. He would later come across a vortex of human souls. This was within the Pandemonium fortress where the World Stone once rested. He transformed it into a soul prison and harnessed the spirit's energy. His once angelic wings would transform into a wispy, skeletal figure, and he became the Angel of Death. This leads us to the events after Diablo 3. With the Lords of Hell defeated, and Diablo contained within the Black Soul Stone, the only true evil left was humanity. He saw them as a demonic force because of their Nephilim heritage. He would then be joined by the angels Balzael and Urzael, who both shared Malthael's views on humanity. He would go on to manipulate the Templar Order in Westmarch. They would serve as a distraction in Sanctuary, while his operations in Pandemonium would not be detected. When the Black Soul Stone was in possession of the Angiras Council, Balzael still remained amongst them, while sending information to Malthael. It was then decided that the Black Soulstone was to be taken away by Tyrael and the Haradrim, to be locked away in secret, away from angels and demons. But this is when Malthael intervened. He attacked and poisoned their bodies with the power of death. Tyrael tried to stop him as a mortal, but was unable to do so. Malthael had stolen the Black Soulstone for his own purposes. When a sliver of the Black Soulstone was broken off, Tyrael would learn that Malthael was altering the Black Soulstone to consume all demonic essence in Sanctuary. This meant that humanity was going to be destroyed because of their demonic heritage. Their souls would be torn out as their bodies were ripped apart. Malthael fought against the Nephilim and was defeated, but not before he would shatter the Black Soulstone and consume the essence of Diablo. This led to Malthael becoming more powerful, but the Nephilim still defeated him, and he died a painful, agonizing death. The souls he consumed were now free, including the soul of Diablo. After his death, Tyrael found a weapon crafted by Malthael, the Soul Smasher Mace. It seemed to be an early version of something used to release the souls from humans so he could consume it, but Tyrael wonders just how long Malthael's madness had gone unnoticed by those close to him. Once the aspect of wisdom, Malthael abandoned heaven after the Worldstone's destruction. In secret, he had resolved to end the eternal conflict by becoming a Reaper of Souls and eliminating everything affected by demonic corruption, including humanity. So that was the story of Malthael and why he turned against the angels in Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. He is one of my favorite characters in the Diablo video games. If you want to see more content like this, then leave a like on the video and subscribe to my channel with notifications turned on. I've also got a Patreon page for any fans that want to support my channel that way. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. My name is Carlos, and I'll see you in the next video.